No. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Ashley Bandy, case number CRB 22338.
This is Mr. Steyer's case.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Just got a good report from Hub Source.
Who is this?
This is an old Walmart theft case, but she's now in treatment through common pleas. So she's got a case down there too. How does she want to proceed legally with her case?
Is the case still pending?
It's still pending.
Let me speak to Mr. Hill just a second.
What is it, a theft?
It's a theft from Walmart. Your Honor, I think it might be a good idea for us to come back on this one. I don't think Mr. Hill has a file. I actually don't have mine either. So I'd like to take a look at it, see if discovery would be necessary and go from there. So if we could get another pretrial date.
According to her report, her next hearing in common pleas is the 28th, so I guess.
That's what I have. I'm representing her in common pleas.
Okay, so come back after that at some point.
So I'm on the docket the 30th.
Okay. May 30th will be the
30th.
next hearing, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Reese Frazier.
Thank you.
Case number CRB 2558. Reese Frazier.
Mr. Morford's case set for pretrial. I have marked on the file if there's a bond, if it isn't, it's in the file. So there is a bond up on this case. So it's just now 10 o'clock, let's recall it later in the docket.
Okay.
See, Reese Frazier.
State of Ohio versus Charles Hardy. Case number CRA 25233 A and B.
This is Mr. Morford's case. Preliminary hearing and pretrial.
Okay.
So she's going to him. That's what I also told her. That,
What's this supposed to
Erica, did you see this when she came in and read it was not where did she do it?
be? Well, okay, but what's her name?
Erica Ferguson. She is here. She does everything. She's great.
What's like an interview? Blame herself for this, and I don't agree with that.
It's not me blaming myself.
Okay, well, as I can. I don't think it's overreaction. I don't understand. Prepared. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not taking it lightly. Now, we have a felony charge on this declaration. We may not have to go that far. We may not have to take it to the grand jury. I know, I understand, but it's not really up to me. May we approach, Your Honor?
Make
Yes.
sure her information's correct. No, I'm not gonna forget. Erica, come here. Have you told Jerry? Yes, I told Jerry. Because I didn't want to really tell her that. I wanted you to tell her that. Did you tell her? Okay. What did she say? She said that she was I just want to make sure, because I know you had designated her because she used to work in this court system. And let me make sure, because I don't know what they're going to do. So you're going to have to come to grand jury to tell us. Let me make sure I have the right information so you have that, which I need to have. If not, don't do that. Do you see what I'm saying? Is that, that's what I think the number I was trying to call, get me a hold of it. Yes.
They're willing to drop the strangulation. That she doesn't this pursuit. They've offered you to plead
Well, I
to
can
the
tell her I'm trying to call her.
60 days suspended sentence. No, 60 days in jail suspended, held over your head, probation, and no contact order. Do you?
Just put there that your phone's turned off. I have a new number. I just don't know this.
Where's the file? We need the file.
I just don't understand how they can charge me for something.
Well, they can charge you with anything. Well, they can prove it. It's a different thing. Judge, do you mind giving us a short continuance so that he can come in and we can discuss this at later?
Sure. So, look like any time in June.
I'm good in June. You're as well, Your
June
Honor.
2nd,
Anyway, so
is that agreeable to the state?
Yes, as long as there's a time waiver.
what day is it?
So what?
June something.
Next meeting will be June 2nd, preliminary hearing and pretrial, 10 o'clock.
Make an appointment. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Ian Lewis, case number PRD 25704. Ian Lewis.
On this.
Yes, I think. 25235.
Mr. Morford's case as a pretrial, Ian Lewis.
25. There's a felony in there.
233.
That's behind.
Yeah, 233.
Do you have any contact with Mr. Lewis?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, is he here, is this a TRD case today?
It is.
He has
Yes.
an OVI pending that's set for like,
Today?
no, in a week or so, I think. This is the 12th, something,
Can we look him up and see if there's another date?
okay, let's see.
233.
Ian
And B.
Lewis,
And 233.
I-A-N.
Okay, which is the CRA?
CRA is 233. And B.
Judge, I've got a note here that he does have another one in your court.
May 23rd.
He's represented by Roger then.
Okay, let's put him on the, let's move this to that day. So I'll continue it at your request to May 23rd. You're available then?
Yes, Judge.
May 23rd, at your request, put him on the same date as the pending OVI.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Kerry Benson McCoy, case number CRB 24227.
Mr. Morford's case. Pretrial.
How are you?
Not the best,
How are things going with treatment?
good. Good, heart trouble.
How? Well, it looks to me like back to square one.
Okay, it sounds like there's still stuff being worked on.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, still willing to work on it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll come back in a month and see where we are then.
Can I ask, I do some community service working on my funds. I know so we're not worried about them, but are you able to tell me how much is left or what that added to?
I'm not,
Okay, that's fine.
You could go.
because I don't think you've been sentenced. I think it's still was pending.
Okay. I did some of it just to be good.
Where'd you do it?
I did it like when I was at hometown,
At your facility, or where'd you do it?
here.
Oh, right here.
It may have been for another case, Your Honor, and it finished it up.
No, I've
She can
only
check
got
the
one
probation.
charge.
Okay.
Okay.
We can check it out.
I kept going to the dog pound, if you remember.
June 16th?
It's fine here, Judge.
June 16th will be the next hearing, be a pretrial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Let's try to do this.
State of Ohio versus Caitlin Moore, case number CRB 24337, CRA 24243, CRB 24244.
Here, Luke.
Caitlin Moore.
Butch.
This is Mr. Morford's case.
Judge, if you recall, I asked to be, and she is presently serving a commitment to STAR from a jury verdict of guilty. I'm not, it's hard to say when she'll be done. So I'm not sure who was assigned to her. Have to be let me out.
I don't have anybody. What's the status?
Well, on April the 7th, when we were here, she did say she wanted to relieve Mr. Morford, and there was some indication from somebody that she was going to hire Roger Smith, but obviously that hasn't happened.
That would have been her father.
He never entered in an appearance.
So I think the appropriate thing to do is if the court issued a warrant for her arrest, when she's done with STAR, she'd get back before the court, we can resolve it.
Right, issue a warrant for failure to appear today.
State of Ohio versus Shane Sowers, case number CRB 25186, CRB 25255.
This is Mr. Morford's case, pretrial.
Did you come in and watch the video? If that's video, you were supposed to come in and watch this video.
No, I didn't come in.
Judge, I'm going to have to ask you for a short continuance. He didn't come in to watch the video, and I'd like to give him an opportunity to do that.
When do you want to come back?
We're at your convenience, Judge. Give us maybe 2 weeks.
Let's make it June 2nd. It's 3. June 2nd is the next hearing. Defendant's request, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Carl Pooley II, case number CRB 23325, CRD 051474, and TRC 1584.
How you doing?
I'm good, I'm done.
All right, this is Mr. Morford's case. Mr. Cooley's at RRS. He's got a good report. So I anticipate that the last charge was involving a family member, and I think, as I recall, they wanted to see treatment, is what they want to see happen out of this.
That's correct, Your Honor. And in the meantime, there were other charges that went to the grand jury, possession charge. And that, I don't know the status of it at this moment, but as far as this charge here, I think we're okay to continue on with his treatment.
Okay. So you don't know if there was an indictment on that, or?
I'm going to look here, see if I can find out.
Okay.
He has not been served with one, Your Honor.
There is one. For possession. Pretrial set for June the 4th.
Well, I think it would make sense then to come back here after that date.
Yes, Judge. I agree.
The 9th,
That's good here, Judge.
it's a Monday. June 9th will be the next hearing in this court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Caleb Johnston, case number TRD 25864.
Sir, are you Caleb Johnston?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Johnson, it's alleged on May 1st at 5:17 p.m. in Cary Township, you were driving a vehicle while your license was suspended. You're charged with the first-degree misdemeanor variety of that offense. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yeah.
Were you here when I explained defendant's rights?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about that?
Nope.
What plea do you wish to enter?
No contest.
You enter a no contest means you're not admitting that the charge is true, but you're not denying it either, and you're agreeing you can be found guilty if I believe what the state says they have as evidence is enough to convict you. Is that what you're going to do? Usually it results in a guilty plea.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have a report on it, Mr. Hill?
Don't have a file on that, Your Honor.
Okay, let me see what I've got. Well, I don't have a report either, so you want to try to get a report? How do you want to proceed?
I'd say we probably should. I don't
All right.
know whether that's something that can be done this morning or not.
So Mr. Johnson has had a seat. I'm going to let them call the post and see if they can get a report here. What I have is just a printout of his driving record. I don't have any facts why he was
Okay.
We'll recall you later.
Okay, I did get my license valid again and have insurance as well.
Okay, well, that would be important.
All right.
Sam, see, we'll recall.
This is a case.
State of Ohio versus David W. Moore, case number PRC 25135, A and B. For
David Moore.
Yes, sir.
You had a hearing on May 5th, it looks like that you did not appear for, is that right?
I called Mr. Smith and told him I was sick, and he said that he was going to get a continuance.
Okay. Well, he's not here today. Let's go look at next Monday and see if he's on the docket. Just have a seat, we're gonna check and see when he's available, and we'll give you a date when he's gonna be back here.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Trent Austin Coburn, case number CRB 25275, CRB 25277.
And this is for arraignment. And you, sir, you're Trent Austin Coburn?
Yes.
All right, bail's bringing you a copy of the charges. $25,275 is a felony 5 possession of fentanyl-related compound charge. It alleges that on April 30th, in Rome Township, you knowingly were in possession of a substance containing fentanyl. That's a 5th-degree felony. Maximum penalty is a year in jail, $2,500 fine. $25,277 was a misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia charge. It alleges April 30th, Rome Township, you were knowingly in possession of a glass pipe being used for drugs. That's a 4th-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. So those are the 2 charges. Do you understand them?
Yes.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
I'm looking into that right now.
Okay. Do you want to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer, or do you want to hire your own?
I'd like to hire a man.
Okay.
I don't think I'd be able to get a court appointed anyway.
All right. You have a right to have a probable cause hearing. It's called a preliminary hearing within 15 days. You can go longer if you think you need longer for a lawyer. That's up to you. It's your right to have the hearing. I can give you more time, or I can set it within 15 days. How do you want to proceed?
I work on the river. I'm supposed to be going tomorrow to get on the boat, and then I get off the 29th, I believe.
So you want something after the 29th?
If possible, yes, please, so I can try to keep my job.
I can do the 30th, or I can go into June. Which would you prefer?
The beginning of June would probably be better, please.
Okay. And how long are you in? Once you come in, how long are you in?
3 weeks, I do 21.
Okay, so June the 9th you'll still be here. Let's set it.
Yes, I should, yeah.
June the 9th will be your next hearing, and you're waiving time constraints by agreeing to that. Do you understand what I mean? There are certain things the state has to do in time frame. One is have that hearing in 15 days. We're going to go longer than 15 days just because you want to go longer than 15 days. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. June the 9th, it'll be what's called a preliminary hearing and a pretrial. That's on the misdemeanor at 10 o'clock. I'm going to let you sign a signature bond of $2,000. Did you go to the jail at all on this?
No, sir.
Okay, so part of your bond, I have to order you to go to the jail and get fingerprinted. So
In Ironton?
in Ironton, that's where the jail is. Mr. Cooper's going to bring the bond back to you, give you a copy, and you take that to the jail, and you can go anytime, and just tell them you're there to get fingerprinted.
I need your signature right there also. This is your title waiver. Right here? Yeah.
Okay, June the 9th is your next hearing unless your lawyer tells it to be made a different date, and that's at 10 o'clock on that day, June 9th.
Yes, sir. So, do I take that? Yeah, that's yours.
State of Ohio recalls David Moore, case number TRC 25-135, A and B.
Your Honor, Roger Smith will be in that.
Okay.
Haley Sowers.
All right, Mr. Moore, I'm going to reschedule this for next Monday because Mr. Smith is on the docket then. So
Okay.
May the 19th will be your next hearing,
Oh, no, it's fine.
10 o'clock.
I'm gonna take notes on this.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Jordan Williamson, case number CRB 25-173, A and B.
Sir, are you George Williams?
Yes, sir. I want to apologize to the court, man. This has happened last night, and I didn't get clothes to, wear properly to come to court, man.
Okay. So you got a bond. The charge is, the first charge is theft from Walmart. That's case number 273A. It's alleged May the 11th in Fayette Township at Walmart. He tried to deprive them of property without their consent. It's a first degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. 273B is alleged drug paraphernalia charge, fourth degree misdemeanor. It's alleged that at the same time and place, you're in possession of a glass straw with drug residue. So maximum penalty for that is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. You understand the two charges?
Yes, sir.
And you understand the rights you have as a defendant?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to these charges?
Guilty.
Guilty means you're admitting it's true. By doing that, you waive the right to have a trial, to have a lawyer represent you. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I mean, I need a lawyer because I don't know nothing about the court systems and stuff like that.
Okay, well then you need to enter a not guilty plea.
Okay.
You want a court-appointed lawyer?
Yeah.
Are you working?
Yes.
What do you do?
I do construction.
How much are you paid? You paid by the hour?
Yeah, just 18 an hour. But it's like right now it's so wishy-washy.
How many hours a week do you work usually?
40. But like I said, right now where it's raining and all this stuff, sometimes I don't even get to work for a week.
So you're not working 40 consistently?
No.
Do you have children?
Yes, sir.
How many?
4.
Okay, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel, then I'll appoint Mr. Stratton to represent you. Mr. Stratton is here, we'll get him in the courtroom.
I know this don't make it any better, but
Well, I would caution you, the best thing to do would be wait till your lawyer gets here, tell them your story, because then that's privileged. Attorney-client privilege, it can't be used against you. Anything you say here in open court, it's on the record, it can be used against you later.
yeah.
He's
I
left.
have no idea where he's at.
Okay, what about Mr. Steyer?
I didn't see him either. I saw Mr. Morford back here.
Mr. Steyer still has cases pending, but Mr. Morford does. He needs Mr. Stratton doesn't.
Here's Mr. Steyer. Mr. Steyer, I'm going to appoint you to represent this gentleman. His name's Jordan Williamson. It's a Walmart theft and a drug paraphernalia charge. I'm entering a not guilty plea for him. He's posted a bond. So that's continued as posted. Pretty much setting hearings in June now. Do you have any dates you're not available in June?
I do have a few, but give me just 1 second to pull up my calendar here. I'm unavailable the 9th, the 20th, and the 23rd.
About June 2nd.
I'm unavailable the 2nd as well, Your Honor, I apologize. I have a lot of jury trials set in June.
13th.
I'm here on the 13th.
June 13th will be the next hearing, pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
I'll give you my phone number.
Just a second. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recall Shane Sowers, case number CRB 25186. Your Honor, the prosecutor's office asked that to be recalled.
She just wants to have a connection with her.
Okay.
It got called in
All right,
seconds.
we need Mr. Morford back in the courtroom. Need Mr. Morford in the courtroom. I think he's in the conference room. And the prosecutor has this recall, I believe.
This young lady, the alleged victim, has told us that she does not want a protection order. Her name's Haley Sowers.
Okay, is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
No one's threatened you to say this?
No.
All right, at your request, I'll withdraw the protection order. Keep the same date, though, June 2nd?
We don't come back till June 2nd, then we're still trying to resolve it.
That's good with us.
Fine here, Judge.
June 2nd will be the next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
So are we going to return or I can be wrong?
No, you can be around. We just don't have the case for it.
Somebody else wants to contact. You have Crystal Arts.
Yes, I'll get somebody picked up.
State of Ohio versus James P. Budget, case number TRA 2525 A and B. This is Mr. Tyler Smith's case.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're ramping up on me.
I got you. Yeah, that's it.
No, I know that file was in the box. I've seen it. It's not in the stack.
I have no idea.
Oh, here it
Yes.
is.
I just started anger management too, so
You just started.
last week. They had trouble getting a counselor or something set up. I don't know what it was, but they finally got it going.
That's not it.
They may not have last week's stuff in there, I don't know.
Yeah, this is from May 2nd, so. I guess if they were here last Monday.
Well, it looks like he's just getting started, and we had some things that obviously need to be dealt with.
Yeah, it looks like he had, from what I've read and email I received, there was a relapse. Alcohol is the main thing. He also just started his anger management sessions this past week, so it looks like from what I can tell from the report, the tentative completion date's not till September, so we'll be at this for a little bit.
There was a positive for cocaine, too. It was on the first page. Highlighted results, April 26th.
You got closer. Okay.
Don't alcohol.
So let's come back, and I don't think we should wait a full month. June 6th?
That's fine now.
June 6th will be the next, 10 o'clock.
I'll be here, brother.
Yeah, make sure
You'll have a good report.
when they email report, one closer to June 6th.
Okay, I will.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Angelica Haycock, case number TRC 25849, A and B.
Mr. Stiers' case, preliminary hearing and pre-trial.
Your Honor, this is a matter that Mr. Hield and you and I spoke about via text message. She is out of town on a job this week, and I asked to continue the case. I didn't actually do the entry because we discussed setting it back next week, but then I heard last week you were talking about days being full, so I thought, well, see if that's the day you still want to leave it on. Then today, we got this report, which is not what we were hoping to see. I'm going to ask that you still at least allow us to continue the matter to next week. She's not going to be back in town until the 16th. I don't think we can do anything to address this situation until we're in here on the 19th, if that's the day we can stick with. Or pick a different day, and I will, in the meantime, try to get her to get compliant with treatment.
Why don't we do, if you're available the 23rd, at least gives her that week to get in.
I am here the 23rd. And I will tell her to, and I'll speak to her and tell her that the date's been changed and that we are going to try to get her compliant with treatment.
All right, at defendant's request, case is continued to May 23rd. Preliminary hearing and pre-trial.
And I've already done an entry on this. You signed it in the back. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Timothy Luckett, case number TRD 21847, A and B. Number set for block.
Timothy Lockett. This is fairly recent. Oh, I think this is the one that is signed, yeah. Here's out of town, he signed, took the bond, got it for it. Now, he's told me he's gonna go up there, so I'll give him some more time, give him another month and make it June 13th for a bond forfeiture hearing.
State of Ohio versus Reese Frazier on a recall, case number CRB 2558, Mr. Morford's case. Reese Frazier.
Reese Frazier was not here when we called it previously, it was right at 10 o'clock, so delayed it some. Still not here, doesn't look like. Alright, this is Mr. Morford's case, Reese Frazier, we recalled it, I assume you still haven't heard.
I have not, Your Honor.
The bench warrant issued for failure.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, we're ready to call some of the prisoners.
Okay, we have some prisoners here in person, we'll call those now.
State of Ohio versus Shannon Bush, case number CRB 25274, A and B.
Ma'am, are you Shannon Bush? Ms. Bush, I'm Judge Capper. This is what's called an arraignment hearing where You're told what your charges are and possible penalties, and take a plea. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you choose to make statements, though, what you're saying is on the record, it can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney and to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and make a state, prove this, there's two charges, prove them both beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those rights? It's a theft offense and a trespassing charge that you're facing. The state's alleging in case number 274A that on May the 11th in Fayette Township, you purposely tried to deprive Walmart of property without their consent. That's a theft charge. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. And then they're also alleging that you came on the premises of Walmart without the right to do so. That usually indicates to me that prior conviction for some sort of theft offense involving Walmart. Maximum penalty for that is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. You understand these two charges? How do you wish to plead to these charges? You can not guilty, no contest, or guilty. Those are your choices. If you're not sure, not guilty is always the safest way. Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you? Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
No.
Do you have a job?
No, but I'm supposed to be leaving in 4 days.
Okay. I'll appoint Mr. Morford to represent you. And a not guilty plea for you. And I've got, I've got an unknown with regard to your address. Where have you been living, ma'am?
Where I can stay, or I can get mail sent to my mom's address,
Are you homeless then at this point? Or?
which is why I'm leaving in 4 days.
Where are you from originally?
Baltimore.
Okay, don't have any local connections here. What's the state's position on bond?
Well, she's leaving in 4 days. I'd like to know if she's leaving the area in 4
I'm
days.
going to rehab.
Where are you going to go to
In
rehab?
Kernersville.
Where?
Virginia. Kernersville, West Virginia.
Kernersville? What's the name of the facility, do you know?
It's all saved in my email. I just remember the name of the town, Kernersville, and the person who was supposed to go and get me.
Do you have a West Virginia Medicaid card?
Yes.
Well, obviously, we'd like to see her be able to do that.
But also, before I can leave, I have to have a complete clean bill of health because I was just in ICU not even 15 days ago. I have to go see my entire doctor before I'm allowed to leave. I'm too bad my appointment's tomorrow morning
Where's your doctor camp?
at the birth center. I can see the entire general medicine team at the birth center tomorrow at 9:30 a.m.
Ma'am, are you directed by a court to go to rehab?
No,
You're doing it on your own?
yeah,
We'd like to see her do that.
I'm done.
Where would they come to get you if you're homeless? How would they know where to get you?
Mom said it wasn't getting the nothing where I was.
Yeah, your mother lives here?
My mom lives here in Lincoln.
What's her address, do you know?
818 Adams Avenue.
What's the state's position?
I guess the state's position would be that we'd like to see this case resolved if possible. We'd like
What
to
would
see
you
her.
recommend if there was a plea?
Well, she spent 1 day in jail, or at least better part of 1 day in jail. So we'd ask for any additional jail sentence to be suspended so that she could be released today. And apparently there are substance abuse issues, so we're glad she's going to address those. We'd like for her to come back for, Kernersville, is that what?
Kernersville, I think it's about 6.5 hours.
Yeah, I've never even
As far
heard.
away as possible.
So, I don't know, setting a review hearing or a sentencing hearing down the road, if that's the best thing or not.
I have no problem checking in. I can just provide
You want to talk with her, Mr. Porter, and then we'll recall. Where's the court's file? Okay.
State of Ohio versus Douglas Smith, case number CRA 25259, A, B, C, and D. Mr. Steyer's case.
Mr. Steyer's case set for a preliminary hearing. Douglas Smith. Mr. Steyer, period, is coming in.
Mr.
Smith, Douglas Smith.
Your Honor, the state has offered to allow Mr. Smith an OR the GPS monitoring in the event that he will go to treatment. We would need to get him looked at to see if we can get somebody to take him. So I'd ask to have this recalled so I can get somebody to speak to him. Which state? He has Ohio Medicaid. Is there anyone? Okay. We'll get someone to speak to him.
Okay, it's recalled later in the docket after he has an assessment.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Robert Irwin, case number CRA 25278, CRB 25279.
Let's walk through the courtroom, actually, Your Honor.
Yes. All right, Mr. Irwin, I'm Judge Capper. This is your arraignment. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything in this hearing. But if you do say things, it's all on the record. It can be used against you if you admit something. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove the charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things? The first charge is having a weapon while being under a disability. It's alleged that on May the 11th in Fayette Township, you were under a disability from possessing or carrying a firearm for being either a convicted felon involving possession, use, sale, administration, distribution, or trafficking of drugs, or under indictment for that. So that's a felony, the third degree, and it carries a maximum penalty of 5 years in jail, $10,000 fine. 25279 is an aggravated menacing charge, and it alleges that on May the 11th, you knowingly caused Corinthia Crawford to believe you would cause her harm to her person or property. That's a first degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty is 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. Do you understand these two charges?
Sure.
You have the money to hire a lawyer. Do you have a job? I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you.
He's in the back.
Okay, he is here, so we'll make sure you get a chance to talk with him. And I need him out to decide on bond.
Oh,
I'm going to appoint you to represent Mr. Irwin. This is just the arraignment today. He's got having a weapon under disability and a menacing charge misdemeanor. So one misdemeanor, one felony. state's position on bond, and I have an address for him, the South Point. Is that right?
That's correct, sir. 74 Township.
Yes.
Your Honor, this, the allegation involves his spouse, so I'm assuming they live there together. So we're going to ask for protection order.
Is she here?
No, that's
Hold
not
on,
my spouse.
that's not correct.
My spouse is right there.
I'm right here. That's incorrect. That is not his spouse.
All right.
Please don't say anything. So sorry. Please don't say anything.
Seriously.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I read it wrong, sorry. Corinthia Crawford, who I'm assuming is the lady that's right back here, is that, no?
No, this is his spouse that's here.
I got you.
I think we would be agreeable to a protective order, but if she is not resident of this home, we ask for another bond.
Okay. All right, so that person won't be present in the home, I guess, so we don't have a problem with an OR bond. Now, something else I'd like to ask too, because I see in the report, the last name Irwin spelled both with a capital E and a capital I, so I wanted to make sure that it was an E.
You represented me before on the ERWI.
Okay.
I don't have
So-
the identity or anything.
Right, I think there's a typo in the paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna set a $5,000 signature bond, you understand what that
Yeah,
means?
it's,
And,
it's right.
I will do a protection order to stay away from this,
I was talking about the first.
Corinthia Crawford, but she doesn't live at your residence, so you obviously can go there. You just have to stay away from her, don't contact her, don't go around her, don't post anything about it.
Understood, sir.
And then, when do you want to come back for the next hearing?
We also can go out at least 15 days. You don't care about it.
No.
We would be willing to waive time constraints to go outside the 15 days if it's better for court schedule.
Probably sometime in June would be better. Do you have a preference?
I'm going to say the 6th, Your Honor. I have only one case that day, but I'm going to talk.
June 6th then will be the next hearing back here at this court. June 6th for preliminary and pretrial, 10 o'clock. Okay. Okay, so he'll be released from the jail later today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know I'll be, you what?
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio recalls Christopher Haberlin here at the court, case number TRD 2034-18. Your Honor, that's Mr. Waller's case.
Haberlin?
Judge, my understanding is he's not there.
Oh, okay, he's not here. I was.
That's my understanding. I had represented Mr. Haberlin on a domestic violence and protection order case some time ago. During the course of that case, we learned that he had a traffic citation that was unresolved. So the cases I had him on have been resolved. I think though some of the entries that were previously filed reference the traffic case number, so I believe my name is associated with the traffic case.
Okay.
So I got out the dead file this morning when the court called, and I called Mr. Haberlin. He indicated to me that he was at the doctor, that he had been arrested on a failure to appear, and then was able to, I guess, post a bond, or you allowed him to be released from jail. And he told me that he believed his court appearance was scheduled for Friday. So I don't anticipate he's going to be there today. I just spoke with him a few moments ago when the court contacted me.
Okay, it's actually on the document today.
Yeah, well, yeah, I gather that now.
Well, he's got 7 days to get in before warrants can be issued, so.
Well, okay, so what I told him, Judge, is that he needed to appear in front of you on Friday to get this matter resolved. I don't think he intends to retain a lawyer on the case at this point.
All right, we'll go ahead and start the process. He gets here Friday, the warrant will not have been issued by then.
Okay, and I apologize to the judge that I'm not there in the afternoon.
No problem. Thanks for checking in.
Okay, and hopefully he'll be there on Friday, just to get wrapped up.
Okay, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Calvin P. Thomas, back in holding, case number CRB 25276.
You serve him with these. Copy of it. Sir, you Calvin Thomas? You are? All right, Mr. Thomas, I'm Judge Capper. This is your arraignment hearing, the purpose of which is to pay the charges, take a plea from you, set bond. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. What you do say is on the record, so if you admit something about your case, that can be used later. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to have bail and to make the state of Ohio prove the charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things? Okay, the charge filed against you is menacing, it's a fourth degree misdemeanor. It alleges that at Perry Township on May the 11th, you knowingly caused Calvin Markham to believe you would cause physical harm to either his person or to his property. That carries a maximum penalty of 30 days in jail and a $250 fine. Do you understand that charge?
Yeah.
How do you wish to plead to the charge?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes.
Do you have a job?
No, I don't.
You have no income?
But I was hoping I'd be able to go get home today and.
Well, you may be able to. We haven't got to that considering your bond, but that's a good chance you will get to go home. Mr. Morford, I'll appoint you to represent Mr. Thomas. It's a menacing charge, M4 menacing. Not correctly is entered for him. State have, and you live in South Point?
Yeah.
Can you stay away from Calvin Markham? Does he live close to you, or?
Yeah, I can stay away.
Any objection to an OR bond?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna let you sign a signature bond. What that means is you're just gonna sign a piece of paper that says, I promise to come to court when I'm ordered to. And if you don't show up, then you'll have to pay $1,000 as a penalty. So, what's your name, sir?
Patrick Markham, but this is my dad, Calvin Markham.
Okay.
He doesn't want to push it.
Well, he needs to come out and talk to the prosecutor then.
I'll say it again. You want him to be able to come back to your house?
Yeah.
Did he tear some of your stuff?
No, he threatened to smash the door in my car with his back. He had me on his head. And he gets rolled.
Okay. What's your relation?
I'm the grandpa, I used to be his friend.
Oh.
His mother passed away.
Okay.
My daughter.
So there's a family relationship here. Mr. Markham is Mr. Thomas's grandfather. He does not want a protection order, and he's okay with Mr. Thomas coming back to his house. Does he have a doctor and all that?
He does, but he only has that.
Okay.
Since he's turned 18, he went, nobody knows.
Are you going to get a guardianship of him now? 'Cause
Yeah.
he might need one. So, Mr. Thomas just recently turned 18, and it may be that he'll need a guardian. In the meantime, apparently he doesn't always take his medications, so maybe he needs to be advised that he needs to take his medications and stay calm and not cause any more problems, and maybe we can work this thing out. So he needs to be good.
Does he live with his parents? Who do you live with? Oh, so you live with Mr. Martin? You both have the same first name. You're okay with him coming back to live with you then? Okay. Two things. I'm going to let you go home, but you guys do what he says. You're at his house, so he's in charge, not you. You're going to live with somebody, you got to do what they want, or go get your own place. Two, you got to take your meds. If you got medications you're supposed to be taking, you got to take them as they're prescribed for you. Okay? And then we'll come back to court and hopefully work this out without too much trouble. How about June 2nd, Mr.?
That's good.
June 2nd will be your next hearing date. No more threats or acting out. Come back to court when you're supposed to. Respect your grandfather. Do what you're supposed to do. 1,000. No worries.
Yeah, okay, so June 2nd, be here with y'all.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Vincent A. Mower, case number CRA 25-272.
Showing that he can't do what he's
June 2nd, at 10.
Okay, sir, are you Vincent Warher?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Warher, it's alleged that there's a warrant for you up in Fairfield County. They want you sent there on a community control violation. They're saying, I guess they had ordered you to go to treatment and do some things, and they're saying you didn't do what you were supposed to. And they want you arrested, well, you're already arrested. They want you sent back to Fairfield County on this warrant. You have a right to have a hearing here just to make sure you're the person they want, if there's good reason to send you to Fairfield County. And I can appoint a lawyer for you if you want to have one, or you can waive, it's like extradition, but it's within the state. So if you waive it, then I'll tell them they have to come pick you up. If you don't waive it, you're going to sit in the jail here while we have a hearing to decide if then I should order you to go back to Fairfield. So how do you want to proceed? You want a lawyer here, or you want to go back to Fairfield?
Well, I don't want to give up my program, Your Honor. I'm in Minted Reads. To this day, they're saying I ran for Minted Reads, like I'm still in that program. That never happened, and that's why I'm confused on how this all occurred.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It says you were ordered by Judge Fields to go to Minted Reads. Well, let's appoint a lawyer for you here then. And maybe they can talk to the folks up there and get it squared away. So, is that what you want? You want a lawyer here?
Is there anybody from Minted Reads?
Well, I can't override what Fairfield, they have a warrant, so I can't say, I'll forget what they want, I'm gonna let you out anyway.
How long will it be till I gotta go to court?
A week? I mean, you're probably looking at a week either way. Either you're gonna be sitting here for a week, or you're gonna go sit here and wait for them to come get you, and that's gonna take a few days. They're not gonna be here tomorrow to get you. Then you'll have to get in front of the judge.
I'll wait.
You wanna stay here then and get a lawyer here?
Yeah, I hope to talk to somebody from Mended Reeds.
All right, so I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you.
Is he back there?
Thank you, sir.
Did you get arrested out of Mended Reeds, or?
Yeah, I was driving to church from Mended Reeds, like I live at Mended Reeds still. That's why I'm confused about why I'm getting arrested. I've never ran from Mended Reeds. Like, I'm still a client. I was doing the group there, everything.
All right, Mr. Steyer, I'm going to appoint you to represent this gentleman, Vincent Walker. It's Rule 4, it's a little unusual situation here. The allegation is that he violated community control. And I do see a statement of the conditions, and he was ordered to go to Mended Reeds, but he says he was at Mended Reeds and being compliant, but he got stopped maybe on a traffic stop or something, and I don't know what happened, but he got arrested, and there is a warrant out of Fairfield County Common Police Court saying he violated community control. So he thinks maybe it's a miscommunication, so I thought, well, maybe someone could call, talk to them, and say he is at Mended Reeds,
Right.
he is compliant, if that's correct. So I'm going to appoint you to represent him.
I think it might be worth having this recall, let me speak to him and try to contact.
Somebody
I don't know
at
if
Mended
they
Reeds.
contact Fairfield County or not, but we can at least try.
You might want to start with Mended Reeds, just to make sure he is
Well,
compliant. He
Yeah,
does say
I-
he's compliant.
I'm about to graduate.
Well, here's what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna have a case recalled, take you back there, I'll just a minute, okay?
Thank you, sir.
So we'll recall you after you talk to your lawyer.
State of Ohio versus Gavin T. Corey, case number CRA 25258.
Just the one wrong now.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It's all right together at this point. Brown.
It's out in the waiting room. It's all over.
All right, sir, you're Gavin Corey. Well, I didn't handle your initial hearing, that was Judge Cremines. Apparently, he gave Lake County till today to come pick you up. It's my understanding, they thought there was another holder here or something, of other charges.
I was told by, when I talked with them, they thought there was another holder here for no charges, but when the jailer here read to me what they had sent to Lake County, it actually said there are no other charges or holders on this individual.
What's the state's position on this?
This is a extradition?
It's a Rule 4. The allegation is, I guess he's on probation there in Lake County, and that he had tested positive for cocaine on a urine sample April 15, 2025. So they wanted a warrant, I guess they did issue a warrant for his arrest. He got arrested here. Were you in treatment here, or were you? Okay.
I didn't even know I had a warrant or anything, Howard.
How'd you get here from Lake County?
I was in the car driving.
Oh,
Yeah,
just passing through?
just passing through, literally. I was coming down here real quick. I got family in Ashland that was sick. So I figured, my mom and my brother actually just drove up here. They're near the
We're okay with an OR bond.
All right, I gave them a week to come get you, and they didn't, so I'm gonna give you an OR bond now, signature bond. And in order to turn yourself in, I'll make it a $5,000 signature bond, and I'll give you a week to turn yourself in. So you either have to turn yourself in up there and get the warrant withdrawn by May 19th, or show up back here and explain why you didn't do that. If you don't, if neither one of those things happen, then you'll have a warrant for both places. I'll issue a warrant for you, you'll have one up there too, so. You understand what you gotta do?
Yes.
Get up there within a week and get the warrant taken care of. As soon as you show up, they should withdraw the warrant. Okay, I'm gonna release you on the signature bond. You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Shannon Bush, case number CRV 25274A and B.
It's Mr. Morford's case. They had a chance to talk.
Judge, we're going to change the plea. No contest, but no stipulation of the fact for the final suspicion of guilt.
Is that correct, Ms. Wood? You have a right to make a statement to me if you want about what happened or anything you want to tell me, but you don't have
I
to.
really want to talk about what happened. I just want to be allowed to go and complete my program. After being in the hospital and no remember why I got there or how I got there, being there for 10 days. I'm tired, I'm done, I want to go complete this program so I can be here for my self-graduation.
So if I release you from jail, if you got a place to go stay, I don't want you to be on the street.
No, Mom will let me stay there tonight because she'll take me to the doctor in the morning. And since I'm leaving 2 days after that, I know that she'll help me, she'll help me get the stuff I need to leave. She'll let me stay with her for the next 3 days.
What's Mom's name?
On the bush.
She's in South Point?
No, she's in
Huntington, you told me that. Okay. All right, on the theft offense, then I'm going to impose a $100 fine and court costs. I'll sentence you to 30 days in jail. I'll give you credit for 1 day served and suspend 29 days. I will order that you go to treatment in West Virginia and complete treatment. Promise me that's what you're doing. I'll order you stay out of Walmart. 2 years of level 5 probation. I'll set a review hearing for you for November the 10th of this year. So if you're out of treatment, you can appear by teleconference or show up here in person. So let me know that you've completed treatment. That's what I want to see happen. I'll order you to, because I usually do this on all these cases, order you to do 30 hours of community service. And then on the trespassing, I'll impose a $25 fine. All right, good luck on your treatment. Take it seriously and get clean. We'll have Mr. Major give you a copy of your judgment.
We got two different places on the
You can appear by teleconference.
State of Ohio recalls Caleb Johnston, case number TRD 25864. Your Honor, I believe the prosecution has an explanation of why the number of
So apparently, when the officer finished with Mr. Johnston, he was on his way to a crash or something, and may not have put as much information in as he would have liked. Did he say he's going to, he has more?
Yes, he was going to fax it.
He's going to fax further report to the court. So So I don't know at this time when that's going to be. Hopefully it'll be real soon.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that he was out now and couldn't get it done in fax now.
He was going to try to call the post and have them fax
All right,
it.
well, Mr. Johnson, it's your choice. I mean, you entered a no contest plea, correct? So I have to have a statement of the facts. I can continue it and come back when I get the report to send you, or you can waive that and I can just go off with the information I have, and I'll let you make a statement as to what your side of things. How do you want to proceed?
I'll just waive it. I can't take another day off work.
Okay. And you did say that you got reinstated?
Yes, sir.
You got proof of that with you?
My phone just died,
Okay.
but I do have a valid driver's license.
Were you suspended in Ohio?
Yes, out of Portsmouth. Failure to control.
Okay. Hurry up and wait, but have a seat, we'll run it, we can check it from here and get the printouts of what your status is. So I'll recall it when you get it.
State of Ohio versus Jordan D. Wolf here for court, case number CRV 25-123.
Take your hat off, sir.
Your Honor, I'm informed by Mr. Morford that he didn't think his client would be here today and that he needs to ask for continuance anyway because of late discovery.
All right, sounds set till noon.
Judge, she left a voicemail early this morning and saying that she probably wasn't going to be here because she has court in Boyd County at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Okay. So you're asking for a continuance or?
I would. In addition to that, we just got handed another CD Friday. I have not had a chance to review it, nor has my client. So if we could get maybe a week's continuance.
I think it's the same one we've given him before, but.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, it's just a repeat.
Okay.
So I would like to make a request, and having prepared for this trial as I have and seen what I believe to be overwhelming evidence of her guilt, I would like for Mr. Morford maybe to have another opportunity to speak with her.
Okay.
I think the video evidence is pretty daggone clear. So we'd like to have a pretrial next time if possible.
All right. That's fair. She did show up today. Let's do, next Monday's getting pretty busy, so I'd rather do another day.
She's got a children's services case.
June 2nd,
That's good, Judge.
And that'll be for pretrial?
be a pretrial, finish request, June 2nd, 10 o'clock.
Judge, we'd wait time as well.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio recalls Douglas Smith, case number CRA 25259, A, B, C, and D. Mr. Stoddard's case, if he's back to court.
Stop.
State of Ohio recalls Caleb Johnston.
That was quick. Okay, you are valid. What, do you have to pay a ticket or something?
$90 reinstatement fee and carry an SR-22.
I didn't hear the last part.
Carry an SR-22.
Okay. All right, well, since the officer didn't give me any kind of report, I'll just make you pay the court costs.
Thank you.
See the clerk, and can you do that today?
Yeah.
Okay, no probation or anything. See the clerk, pay court costs, and your case is over.
Thank you.
Douglas Smith is coming up next.
Oh, okay.
Smith. Yes.
Yes.
Douglas Smith. Douglas Smith.
being assessed by RS.
And I think RMS can take him, and they should go pick him up this afternoon.
Yes.
So with that in mind, we're gonna wait for the hearing on it.
And this, I believe the request was with GPS, is that right?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I guess so, that pending that, but on Mondays, they can do something in.
Okay. All right, I'll release Mr. Smith on 75,000 OR bond with the GPS monitor. And is this case, do you know if this is a case that's going to go on to the grand jury, or is there a commitment on that, or no?
Well, my understanding is we're waiting.
He's going to waive.
Oh, he's waiting. Okay,
We're waiting.
so he is. Okay, so I still need to have the talk with you. Your case is going to go, you're going to the common police court, and that's at the main courthouse in Ironton. That's the felony court, so you will appear eventually there. The best thing that you can do, I think Mr. Steyer would vouch for this, is to come into that court with good reports from this treatment. The opposite end of that is leaving treatment, and the only way to effectively leave if you've got an ankle monitor is to cut it off, and that's like a guaranteed trip to prison. Everybody that's cut their ankle monitor off, I mean, they try to make an example out of them, and everyone that's done it has gone to prison. So that would be a really bad choice on your part to do that. So that's taking your case and ramping it up to worst case possible result that you can get. So don't do that. Nobody tells me they're going to do it, but I still have people that have done it, that have cut their ankle monitor for a week or two of freedom, and literally every one of them has gone to prison. And I'm not talking about 6 months. 3 years is the usual. Yeah, so it's a big deal. All right, so as soon as he gets the ankle monitor on, RRS will pick you up. You gotta go there, do what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to do it, when they tell you to do it. And that's how you get good reports and go into common pleas where they're looking at you that's got good reports and a bunch of other people that are messing up. Who are they gonna really pick on? The people that are messing up. So be different by doing good, okay? That'll get you the best result. Okay, good luck to you, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Jeremy.
State of Ohio versus Michael Brown, case number CRA 2540.
Oh, okay. He came here.
Did we subpoena?
Okay, Mr. Brown, you can come down and sit with your lawyer. I think there's going to be testimony.
Actually, I'm not sure yet.
Okay, so I
Give
can
me
just
one
stay
second.
there. I thought we were going to have testimony.
Yeah, we will offer an OR bond at this point, and then we'll decide how we want to proceed on a later date.
Okay.
If there's a time limit.
And OR bond, stay here or go on to the grand jury?
Stay here. We're going to stay here to give them time to attempt to subpoena the alleged victim, and we'll wait time constraints to allow that copy that can get out jail. Good.
And there's a protection order to stay away from Julia.
That would, I think there's a separate protection order from this, so we don't have any problem with the state with issuing one here too, but I think it's that, I think there's already one in.
Yeah, that's what he's accused of violating, so.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to change, I had said 2,000 cash and surety, we'll make it 2,000 OR with the same orders in effect, and then we're going to come back here at some point to decide how the state wants to proceed. So,
Correct.
how long do we need to figure that out?
We're waiting time constraints, so we want to go with it.
June?
Yeah,
I've never seen him before.
there was a day in June 6th is a good day for me. I only have one case, well, two now, but.
All right, June 6th will be the next hearing here, defendant waives time constraints, so then it'll be on the docket as a preliminary hearing.
sorry, is there anything else that I need to put on the OR on that would be said? Same as the cash and surety, I'm not sure
I don't,
what
let's see, does he have,
the constraints were.
I don't, yeah, he has good fingerprints, so I don't have to worry about that. That's it. Protection order remains in effect, or bond. June 6th is the next hearing date.
What finished, John?
All right, go ahead, hang on, I have one more. Mr. Ward, who I just got appointed to?
Yes.
We didn't finish that out.
Okay.
I'm still holding the file.
Here's your,
I don't have a charge on it.
I have the file.
Is he in Jeff?
He's in the bags and,
No, we're talking about everything.
oh, I'm sorry, misunderstood.
So are you ready to talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about it. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I can explain the situation.
Okay, we need to bring him out then.
is this the, okay.
It's Ward.
And it's Ward, not Ward.
Right, somebody just wrote it on, follow along, but the pleadings are all correct.
Okay. I've spoken to Charlotte Dempsey at Minute Reed. She confirms that he is a client and he is fully compliant. She has spoken to a probation officer named Duffy. Let me see the first last name, when you said Duffy, Duffy Arter in Lancaster County, I think. Fairfield County, Lancaster, Ohio, Fairfield County, okay. In Fairfield County, who I just called, didn't get a hold of, but left him a voicemail. He texted me back and said that he has relayed the information to the Common Police Board. He told Charlie, your neighbor should have known for that the warrant's a mistake. He has told the Common Police Board, which you actually issued the warrant, that the warrant was a mistake, it should have been issued, but he hasn't heard anything back. So as of right now, we're still with the warrant, and I've been told by the county that issuing the warrant that it should have happened. What I'd like, so I don't want to have him waive his Rule 4 today, because I think he's going to go back to Minute Reed as soon as we get him out of jail. What I'd like to do is set this fairly soon, and under the circumstances, I'd like to ask for an OR. He would just go straight back to Minute Reed's. They said he's been compliant, so I don't think there's any harm in letting him go back to Minute Reed's. And I'd like to still set this again, so that we don't have him ordered to go back to Fairfield County. Hopefully by, say, Friday or next week, we can have this figured out and get the warrant withdrawn.
Any objections to that?
Is it a community control violation
Yes.
allegation? Does it say any, it doesn't probably say any facts?
Yeah, it actually does, says he was ordered to go to Mended Reeds, which is where he was. Let's see what else it says. I think the impression they must have had was he was not compliant, or, let's see. On March 5th, 2025, the defendant was ordered by Judge Fields to follow all recommendations of Mended Reeds. On April 9th, the defendant walked away without permission from the program or from the court. So,
And if I can explain what happened, Your Honor, according to Ms. Dempsey, there was a disagreement at the house that day. He left. They thought he left, but he actually just walked to where their meeting was, and when they got to the meeting, he's sitting there and said, oh, well, there's not a problem. But in the meantime, they had called and said, hey, he left.
okay.
They called back and said, oh, we misunderstood, he just walked to the meeting, we just thought he left and maybe he hadn't. So, he's still here, he's compliant. This person I guess they're dealing with I don't understand why they're dealing with the municipal court where they are. The municipal court said, oh yeah, no problem, get that taken care of, and it got issued anyway.
Okay.
So there should not have been a more issue, is my understanding for talking to both Mr. Arter and Ms. Dempsey.
I'll give him a $2,000 signature bond, order him back to Mended Reeds, which
We got to
is,
sign here.
and sounds like something that's going to clear up if we just give it enough time.
I'm here Friday, I don't know if you want to put it on at this point, but I'm also here, I'm here all the upcoming court dates, except the 27th, through the rest of the month.
Pretty busy.
I don't see any reason to necessarily rush this, but I don't want to asked the court to go up further, the court's not going to do it.
Yeah, I'm fine as long as he's in admitted reads.
Then, again, I'm not the sixth, I've got a fair case load myself. I'm sure that will change, but for the moment, it's fairly clear.
Are you out, how about the 30th of May?
I'll hear that.
Let's do that. May 30th will be the next hearing. Hopefully it'll be resolved before then. Yeah, good luck, sir.
Your Honor, I'm told that there is a Taft Maynard that's back there with the prisoners, but I'm told that his charges are from Stock Point, and they have not yet brought those charges here yet to court, so we don't have anything to proceed on.
Okay.
Apparently, it's a disorderly minor misdemeanor, so I don't know why I don't know why he's in jail on a minor misdemeanor, number one. Number two, if they're not gonna bring us the report, then we,
Discharged.
yeah. Guess it'd be good to find out why he's in jail. I don't like that if he's.
Okay, let's bring him out and we'll, yeah, Mayor. All right, sir, what is your name? Mr. Maynard, I'm Judge Capper. This is the Lawrence County Municipal Court. We don't have any paperwork on you, but it's my understanding you got arrested by South Point Police Department, is that right? When did that happen?
Friday, sir.
Oh, you've been in jail all weekend?
Yes, sir.
You know what you were going to be charged with?
I was just drug disorder, sir.
Okay, well, they haven't filed anything, so I'm going to order you discharged and, order you discharged, and the prosecutor will look, if they try to file something, you can look at whether you think you should go forward with it or not.
And those generally get filed directly with the court, I believe, and so I may not know if they file it.
Okay.
But,
We'll have to do a handwritten release tomorrow. I can't print anything.
So they don't have a case. Okay, I'll order you released, so you should get out here shortly, so they get back on you.
He didn't want anything arrested, sir. He taken me home and the people at my house, those people who wanted to do my stuff, he asked if they would just accept me, and they don't even live there. And he said, no, I got to take you to the lane. He said, you didn't really want to do nothing.
Well, apparently they didn't do anything, because we don't have any charges filed, so. All right, good luck to you, sir. You're getting released.
Thank you.
So he'll be released from the jail. All right, court's adjourned.